I was in a discussion this week with a group of senior leaders about the importance of inspiring and motivating others. My colleagues at Zenger Folkman present a very clear case for the fact that this competency is chosen by teams ahead of 18 others as the most important competency that they would like to see in their teams. This then prompted the discussion, well, how do you then become inspiring? And there was unanimous agreement that the ability to communicate was essential to be inspiring. And the research certainly backs this up. But communication in itself is not enough. It needs to be powerful and it needs to be prolific. So often I see leaders falling short in both of these areas. Leaders enthusiastically communicate to their teams their new vision and their strategy, only to find 3 or 4 months later the retention has all but disappeared into the ether. Communicating your messages at the team meeting might seem that you've done your job, but it's never enough to do it once. You have to be consistent and you have to be authentic. Think about it as a campaign. The first time you mention it, it barely registers. It's just noise. It's only when you repeat the message over and over and act consistently with your message does your audience begin to take you seriously. So consistency is key. Be prolific. The second point then is to make your communication powerful. Repeating the same message in the same dull way is not going to hit the spot. Utilize the power of storytelling to get your messages to land and to be easily understood. Use plenty of visual language and support this with strong images that will remain in the minds long after the words have gone. And I challenge you to be brave and use metaphors and enable to help people understand and give meaning to things. They are likely to remember this and be able to communicate it to others. And by the way, get some coaching on your communication style. I've long believed there is a disproportionate amount of credibility given to those people that can communicate well in a public setting. Quite frankly, it's a well-deserved amount of credibility because of the impact it will make. We all wish to be an inspiring leader, but my point is to achieve that goal, you must communicate powerfully and prolifically. I was watching a clip of Winston Churchill recently and I was in awe of the power of his words. Now, this is the result of preparation and thought. As he once famously said, if I'd had more time, I'd have written a shorter speech. You see, anyone can waffle on forever and finally make some sort of point, but has that really been remembered? Yes, it takes time and it takes effort, but the payoff is far greater. So my challenge to you is to raise your communication game. Now more than ever, inspiring communication is essential to keep people feeling motivated and engaged. I'd be interested to know what are your top tips for communicating powerfully and prolifically. Do drop me a comment below. And if I can be of help, then certainly send me a direct message.